All right, now we're in creating your initial marketing, and we're talking about just starting out and thinking about your brand story. Because I think the origin story or the part about your business that actually connects with the audience, because people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do what you do. I think that's something that gets kind of left out or overlooked as an initial creation step in starting your business. We have the great Anderson Harrison, the third here, marketing brand story expert. Anderson, can you please speak to the importance of when you're starting out, crafting and thinking about and letting organically flow out of what you're already doing, your brand story?
So there's a formula that I use. Basically, it's divided into three parts. It is the story, and then it is the brand, and then it's the marketing. Um, and I talk about that order in particular because one helps influence the other, or one impacts the other. So your story is very important because from there, determination is made about how you will brand your business venture. And then after you decide how you will brand your venture and decide upon the branding elements, the logo, the colors, all of that, then it helps influence the way in which you decide to market,
Mm.
right? So it's an order, and it's an important order because in my consultations with different businesses about perhaps marketing issues that they're having, you can definitely draw the line to a breakdown somewhere in the story or the branding elements. Everything works together. And so that story, being the first component, is the one that you spend the most time with. And it's the one that you get right. And so basically, it's about what leads you or what led you into creating this business venture. Because it's my belief that, right, businesses are created out of chaos.
Mm.
And whatever was chaotic, or whatever the problem is, you don't necessarily want to have to deal with that problem again, or you don't want someone you love or like to deal with that problem again too. And so you've come up with this entrepreneurial answer to that. And so yeah, so that story, um, if you look at any business and you realize that each and every business had their chaotic point. And so for me, as it relates to superlative, my chaotic point was um, being in the business for as long as I had been and seeing small businesses as well as minority led businesses um, pay lots of money that they didn't have and get crappy branding in the process.
Yeah.
And so that for me was, um, enough to say, wait a minute, let me let how can I change that narrative for these people who don't necessarily have the access to that capital, who don't necessarily have um, access to the credit to be able to get a loan to provide themselves with that kind of service, and the belief that everybody deserves the type of branding that Target or Apple or Amazon or all of these big name entities have. And so for me, it was about, okay, if I have the ability to bring quality, excellent branding to these people, how do I do that? How can I do that? And so yeah, so that is a part of that story. It's recognizing that there was a pain point there was a chaotic moment, and that perhaps you could do something about that moment for yourself and for others who are in the same predicament.
I like how you laid it out that the brand story informs the brand and the marketing. And then if you're searching for trying to come up with your brand story, to look for that pain point, look for the chaos. What really made you want to start doing your business?
Right.
I just thank you for breaking it down in such a digestible way. I think that's a formula that anyone can follow and really find that catalyst and then begin to write their story and then let that, like you said, inform their branding, their colors, what they want to show in the marketplace, and then create their marketing based off of those two. Thank you.
Sure.